being forced into a marriage to save her family's honor, Ariel expected a lifetime of pain. Instead, Thierry gave her something priceless: the freedom to choose, a successful future, and a love built on trust rather than control. Together, they rebuilt their lives and found true happiness. But just when everything seemed perfect, two smiling guests entered their home, hiding a betrayal far more dangerous than either of them could imagine.
1 year after their unforgettable wedding, Ariel and Thierry stood inside Ariel Atelier, watching determined women shape colorful fabrics into elegant handbags and beautiful dresses. Every smiling face reminded her how one brave decision had transformed countless lives beyond her own expectations. The studio had grown into one of Nairobi's most respected creative businesses, attracting loyal customers who admired handcrafted designs carrying stories of resilience. Ariel proudly hired disadvantaged women, offering practical skills, stable incomes, and renewed confidence through honest opportunities. Thierry never overshadowed Ariel's achievements, despite financing the studio during its earliest days. Instead, he celebrated every milestone quietly, encouraging her independence while proving genuine love flourished through trust rather than ownership or control. Their spacious villa echoed with laughter instead of fear. Shared breakfasts, evening conversations, and spontaneous weekend adventures strengthened their marriage, replacing painful memories with hopeful routines that reflected healing, commitment, and unwavering companionship every passing season. Claudine often visited proudly, watching her daughter become the confident woman she always believed existed beneath hardship. Samuel carefully managed household responsibilities, ensuring everyone enjoyed peaceful days filled with warmth, respect, and comforting familiarity together. Everything seemed wonderfully stable until Claudine received an unexpected telephone call that instantly stirred forgotten family memories. Her younger sister, Beatrice, had finally returned home after spending many difficult years living abroad with Vanessa. According to Beatrice, disastrous investments overseas had erased every financial achievement she once possessed. Embarrassed and desperate, she explained that countless debts forced them to seek temporary shelter while rebuilding their shattered lives with dignity again. Claudine's compassionate heart immediately softened despite years of limited contact between the sisters. She believed family deserved another chance whenever genuine hardship appeared, especially after witnessing Ariel receive extraordinary kindness during her darkest chapter of life. When Claudine gently shared everything with Ariel, hesitation never crossed her daughter's thoughtful expression. Ariel remembered strangers who once believed in her potential, making it impossible to ignore relatives requesting temporary compassion during overwhelming personal struggles. Thierry listened carefully before smiling reassuringly at his wife. He trusted Ariel's generous instincts completely and gladly agreed their home possessed enough space for guests seeking hopeful beginnings after devastating losses beyond their immediate control. Several days later, 2 vehicles entered the villa through elegant iron gates beneath bright afternoon sunshine. Household staff welcomed Beatrice and Vanessa warmly, while Ariel embraced both women with sincere affection and genuine hospitality immediately. Beatrice appeared graceful, soft-spoken, and deeply grateful for every kindness offered. She repeatedly thanked Ariel and Thierry, insisting they had already done more than anyone else would ever consider doing for struggling relatives facing uncertainty. Vanessa quickly displayed cheerful energy that brightened every gathering inside the villa. Close in age to Ariel, she laughed easily, admired the studio's creativity, and eagerly volunteered wherever another pair of willing hands became helpful. Within days, Beatrice naturally joined household routines without complaint or hesitation. She prepared delicious traditional meals, complimented every family member sincerely, and respectfully treated every employee with equal dignity regardless of individual responsibilities or social position. Samuel quietly appreciated Beatrice's thoughtful manners because genuine respect towards staff remained surprisingly uncommon among many visitors. Her considerate behavior gradually earned admiration throughout the household, making everyone believe generous character truly defined her personality. Vanessa soon accompanied Ariel everywhere throughout busy work days. She organized customer appointments, encouraged talented trainees, assisted during fashion exhibitions, and celebrated every successful project with heartfelt excitement that appeared completely authentic to everyone nearby. Long evenings often ended with Ariel and Vanessa sharing tea beneath the villa's quiet veranda. They discussed childhood dreams, future ambitions, family hopes, and personal fears, until Ariel sincerely considered Vanessa the younger sister she never experienced. Watching their growing friendship, Claudine thanked fate for unexpectedly restoring broken family relationships. She believed difficult circumstances had reunited loved ones who could finally heal old distances through forgiveness, patience, and renewed understanding built upon shared experiences. Behind welcoming smiles, however, different emotions quietly awakened inside Beatrice's calculating mind. Every luxurious room, successful investment, and thriving business whispered irresistible possibilities that slowly replaced gratitude with dangerous envy, impossible to silence or ignore. One evening, Beatrice wandered alone through Ariel Atelier after closing hours while admiring expensive equipment and impressive customer orders. She silently calculated profits, imagining unimaginable wealth resting securely beneath Ariel's trusted leadership and expanding influence. Later that night, inside the privacy of their comfortable guest suite, Beatrice finally revealed hidden thoughts to Vanessa. She described Ariel's fortune as an extraordinary opportunity that fate had unexpectedly delivered directly into their waiting hands together. Vanessa initially appeared uncomfortable hearing such disturbing suggestions. Although financial hardship frightened her deeply, she admired Ariel's kindness sincerely and questioned whether betraying someone so generous could ever be morally justified or emotionally bearable afterwards. Beatrice patiently dismissed every hesitation with persuasive confidence. She insisted successful people rarely notice careful manipulation until irreversible mistakes destroyed everything, explaining that intelligence always defeated innocence when ambition remained disciplined and strategically patient throughout every calculated move. Slowly, Vanessa's uncertainty weakened beneath relentless pressure and fearful desperation. She convinced herself temporary deception might secure a better future without causing permanent harm, unknowingly stepping across a dangerous moral boundary that would forever reshape her destiny. As peaceful darkness settled over the villa, Ariel slept peacefully beside Thierry, believing every heart beneath their roof cherished the same loving family. Hidden behind gentle smiles, betrayal had already entered their home without revealing its true face.
Morning sunlight filled the villa as Ariel happily introduced Vanessa to every department inside Ariel Atelier, proudly sharing future expansion plans together. Vanessa praised every design sincerely while secretly studying financial records, employee routines, security habits, and Ariel's unquestioning confidence with careful attention. Beatrice quietly observed Thierry during family breakfasts, memorizing his daily schedule before casually beginning harmless conversations filled with calculated emotional suggestions afterward. She gently mentioned Ariel's growing independence, wondering aloud whether successful businesses sometimes unintentionally distracted loving wives from devoted husbands over prolonged periods. Thierry smiled politely, dismissing those comments because he completely trusted Ariel, never imagining hidden manipulation disguised itself beneath thoughtful family concerns so perfectly. Beatrice never argued directly, instead apologizing sweetly before planting another tiny doubt that quietly lingered inside Thierry's thoughtful mind throughout busy afternoons afterward. Meanwhile, Vanessa accompanied Ariel to fashion exhibitions, celebrating successful collections, while slowly positioning herself as Ariel's closest emotional confidant every single day. During relaxed conversations, Vanessa casually mentioned seeing wealthy businessmen flirting openly during networking events, pretending harmless curiosity rather than intentional accusation toward anyone. Ariel laughed comfortably, explaining Thierry regularly attended professional meetings because architectural projects required extensive public relationships and partnerships. Vanessa nodded supportively, carefully avoiding disagreement, while silently recognizing patience remained essential before introducing stronger emotional poison into Ariel's peaceful marriage and trust. Several evenings later, Vanessa quietly showed Ariel edited photographs, suggesting Thierry enjoyed unusually intimate conversations with attractive female clients after business meetings recently. The manipulated images appeared believable enough that Ariel experienced unfamiliar discomfort. Although she immediately reminded herself, photographs rarely reveal complete truthful circumstances alone. Instead of openly accusing Thierry, Ariel simply became quieter during dinner, confusing her husband without understanding why uncomfortable silence suddenly replaced cheerful conversations together. Thierry noticed subtle changes, but believed demanding work exhausted Ariel physically and emotionally, choosing patience instead of forcing uncomfortable discussions before appropriate moments arrived. Encouraged by growing distance, Beatrice quietly intensified her influence, repeatedly suggesting successful couples sometimes drifted apart without recognizing dangerous warning signs until irreversible heartbreak. Vanessa continued nurturing Ariel's uncertainty through carefully fabricated stories, fake text messages, and misleading observations disguised as genuine concern from loyal friendship alone. Although Ariel resisted believing anything terrible, unanswered questions slowly gathered inside her heart, creating emotional confusion stronger than logical reassurance, despite lasting affection always. Small disagreements soon replaced effortless understanding, leaving both spouses saddened because neither recognized invisible manipulation surrounding every misunderstood conversation they shared together recently. Watching increasing tension, Beatrice secretly contacted an experienced document forger recommended through dishonest acquaintances from her troubled years living overseas under financial desperation. She requested convincing ownership papers, transferring Ariel Atelier, valuable investments, and the luxurious villa through carefully forged legal signatures impossible for ordinary observers detecting. The forger demanded substantial payment before completing everything. Yet Beatrice confidently promised immediate compensation once their ambitious scheme delivered extraordinary financial rewards very soon. Vanessa reluctantly accepted another dangerous responsibility, agreeing she would eventually persuade Ariel into signing routine-looking business documents without carefully reading every important legal detail. Neither conspirator noticed Samuel quietly observing unusual behavior while faithfully performing everyday household responsibilities with disciplined attention developed through 15 years of loyal service. Samuel overheard conflicting explanations, suspicious telephone conversations, and strange late-night whispers, leaving experienced instincts warning that something deeply dishonest threatened the peaceful family. Unaware growing suspicions surrounded them already, Beatrice and Vanessa smiled confidently, believing every carefully planned deception moved them closer toward unimaginable stolen wealth.
Samuel remained silent while carefully connecting every suspicious detail, trusting experience more than appearances. After years protecting Thierry's respected household faithfully, he noticed Vanessa deleting messages when anyone approached nearby, while Beatrice frequently disappeared outside alone during unusually secretive evening telephone conversations recently. Although deeply concerned, Samuel refused making reckless accusations without undeniable evidence, knowing false suspicions could permanently damage innocent family relationships and trust. One rainy evening, Samuel walked outside, inspecting garden lights, after unexpected electrical fluctuations briefly darkened sections surrounding the peaceful guest house unexpectedly together. As he approached quietly, unfamiliar laughter drifted through a partially opened window, immediately stopping Samuel before he unknowingly revealed his nearby presence there. Curiosity quickly transformed into alarm when Beatrice confidently celebrated their progress, boasting Ariel and Thierry no longer completely trusted one another emotionally anymore. Vanessa laughed nervously before admitting Ariel believed every carefully planted misunderstanding, proving kindness sometimes blinded intelligent people against hidden betrayal and manipulation. Beatrice proudly declared their forged ownership documents would soon transfer Ariel and Thierry, valuable investment, and the magnificent villa into completely different legal control. She confidently predicted inevitable divorce proceedings would distract Ariel and Thierry long enough for fraudulent property transfers becoming permanently irreversible without immediate detection afterward. Samuel quietly removed his phone before recording every shocking confession, carefully capturing voices, criminal plans, and unmistakable evidence exposing their calculated conspiracy completely. His trembling hands reflected overwhelming disbelief because trusted relatives had deliberately transformed generous hospitality into ruthless exploitation without showing genuine remorse whatsoever toward anyone. Throughout the sleepless night, Samuel repeatedly listened carefully, ensuring every important statement remained perfectly audible before deciding courageous action became absolutely necessary immediately. The following morning, Samuel respectfully requested a private conversation with Ariel inside her peaceful office before employees arrived for another productive working day together. Ariel welcomed him warmly, expecting routine household updates instead of life-changing revelations capable of destroying cherished relationships built through compassion and unconditional family acceptance. Samuel silently played the recording, allowing every cruel confession and dishonest celebration to echo painfully across the quiet office without interruption or explanation first. Disbelief immediately overwhelmed Ariel because every familiar voice belonged to people she sincerely loved, trusted, welcomed, and defended without hesitation since their unexpected arrival. Tears quietly filled her eyes, while heartbreaking realization shattered cherished memories, replacing joyful moments with painful recognition that friendship had always concealed calculated deception. Despite unbearable emotional pain, Ariel thanked Samuel sincerely because uncomfortable truth ultimately protected everything she and Thierry sacrificed countless years patiently building together. That evening, Ariel privately shared the recording with Thierry, expecting overwhelming anger, yet witnessing remarkable composure strengthened her frightened heart instead through reassuring confidence. Thierry carefully listened twice before embracing Ariel gently, promising manipulation would never destroy the unwavering trust, strengthening their marriage beyond ordinary misunderstandings forever together. Instead of confronting Beatrice immediately, Thierry contacted attorney Miriam, experienced forensic document specialists, trusted banking officials, and senior investigators without unnecessary public attention first. Professional examination quickly confirmed forged ownership papers already existed, proving fraudulent transfers could legally appear authentic unless immediate preventative action interrupted criminal intentions afterward. Attorney Miriam recommended patience because exposing everything prematurely might allow conspirators escaping prosecution before authorities secured complete evidence supporting every serious criminal charge successfully. Together, they designed an elaborate strategy requiring courage, discipline, believable performances, and unwavering trust, despite emotionally exhausting days intentionally pretending their marriage was collapsing. Completely unaware justice quietly surrounded them already, Beatrice and Vanessa celebrated confidently, believing final victory approached, while destiny prepared their inevitable, unforgettable downfall instead.
The following morning, Ariel and Thierry began performing convincing arguments, carefully hiding mutual trust beneath believable frustration that deceived every watching observer. They deliberately avoided shared meals, exchanged cold greetings, and slept separately, allowing Beatrice and Vanessa to celebrate imagined success without growing suspicious themselves. Beatrice secretly contacted the document forger, announcing perfect timing had finally arrived because Ariel's marriage appeared hopelessly broken beyond immediate reconciliation or recovery. Vanessa comforted Ariel with carefully rehearsed sympathy, insisting routine legal paperwork would protect important business interests during stressful marital uncertainty and emotional confusion ahead. Trusting the woman she considered
family, Ariel agreed attending the scheduled meeting without realizing every signature supposedly represented carefully disguised criminal theft instead today. Inside an elegant conference room, Beatrice confidently arranged forged ownership papers before welcoming everyone with artificial warmth, masking overwhelming excitement beneath practiced professional composure completely. Vanessa gently encouraged Ariel toward the documents, explaining every page simply updated ordinary administrative records required before expanding future business investments across additional regions. Ariel calmly reached for the waiting pen, deliberately continuing the carefully rehearsed performance while silently trusting justice would appear precisely at the planned moment. Before any signature touched paper, the conference room doors suddenly opened, interrupting every conversation with commanding footsteps echoing across stunned silence unexpectedly everywhere. Attorney Miriam entered confidently beside forensic document specialists, senior police investigators, respected banking officials, and uniformed officers carrying authorized legal warrants immediately inside. Beatrice's confident smile disappeared instantly, while Vanessa's frightened expression revealed panic, replacing months of carefully maintained innocence before everyone watching together silently there. Attorney Miriam calmly requested every document before presenting Samuel's recorded conversation through powerful speakers, filling the conference room with undeniable criminal confessions completely. Every dishonest promise, greedy celebration, and calculated betrayal echoed unmistakably, leaving Beatrice speechless, while Vanessa lowered her head beneath overwhelming shame and fear. Forensic experts immediately compared signatures, confirming every ownership document contained sophisticated forgeries prepared specifically for fraudulent property transfers and financial theft attempts. Bank officials verified suspicious authorization requests already submitted secretly, proving the conspiracy had progressed dangerously close towards stealing Ariel's hard-earned lifelong achievements permanently. Beatrice desperately denied every accusation, claiming misunderstandings explained everything, yet overwhelming evidence destroyed every excuse before another dishonest sentence escaped her trembling lips. Unable, carrying unbearable guilt longer, Vanessa collapsed into tears, admitting her mother manipulated fear, desperation, and misplaced loyalty until conscience finally completely surrendered. Police officers formally arrested both women, carefully reading criminal charges including fraud, forgery, conspiracy, attempted property theft, and financial deception before escorting them away. As handcuffs closed around trembling wrists, Beatrice looked toward Ariel, finally recognizing unstoppable greed had destroyed every remaining possibility for redemption and dignity forever. Vanessa quietly apologized through uncontrollable tears, understanding genuine kindness had been answered with unforgivable betrayal that permanently changed countless innocent lives beyond repair. After the arrests, peaceful silence gradually returned throughout the villa, replacing constant emotional tension with comforting reassurance, honesty, and renewed family security once again. Ariel embraced Samuel gratefully, recognizing unwavering loyalty sometimes arrived quietly through ordinary people whose integrity protected families during life's darkest unexpected moments together. Thierry reminded Ariel their strongest victory was preserving unwavering trust despite relentless manipulation, proving authentic love always required wisdom alongside limitless compassion and forgiveness. Standing proudly inside Ariel Atelier, surrounded by empowered women rebuilding hopeful futures, Ariel reflected upon every painful lesson, strengthening her courageous heart through resilience. She smiled peacefully, believing kindness remained humanity's greatest strength, yet wisdom ensured compassionate hearts never again welcomed deception disguised as loving family forever.